Do you aspire to contribute to something bigger than yourself?
I am Anton Tolliver. I serve proudly as a soldier for House Atreides. However, my superiors deem me useful for more subtle. My house seeks assets in this wretched war of assassins. I prefer open conflict, but my trust is not an easy thing, and
one of our undercover agents went missing. I fear Maxim is on to it.
That's not important right now. Finding him quick.
Find the agent.
Day 5 surveillance report. Harkonnen hard target 42M. The facility maintains round-the-clock house shielding. The shield has dropped briefly on 2 occasions since the last report.
I'm pleased to see you again. I feared as much. But, hand me that report and I'll make sure his sacrifice was not in vain.
Let me have a look at that.
Ah, I know Maxim's salivating for this report. You made the right choice. Trust is hard in this unscrupulous. How did you... This is delicate information. Perhaps you have a gift for intelligence work after all. Our deceased agent was on the trail of Lieutenant Teague Skorda, a defector from the Atreides military. We're keeping it hush, since Leto intervened on Skorda's behalf a few years ago. I must find him before...
Those above may know more about what Skorda was up to, but such need-to-know information rarely... What you are is a freelance asset. This insulates the both of us. It also gives you more freedom than someone serving in a more official capacity. As a deniable asset, no one knows your allegiance but me. Yours free.
Trust accrues slowly in the world of espionage. You'll have to read...
You're not officially on the books. That means it's up to me, and me alone. Let's not waste precious time on menial tasks. I want to give you the Gangs of brutal slavers need a proper lesson taught to them the hard way. I look forward to it. Welcome back. If you're eager for work, I bet that felt good. I'll allow... You proved your martial prowess. Let's see your cunning. There's a Harkonnen soldier named Lanoff. I'd like you to finesse some information. Lanoff is a Samuda addict. I'd like to find out what he knows about other Harkonnen addicts, particularly the sloppy ones. Good. Remember, this is an opportunity.
Who is that? Do I know you? The hell are you talking about? Let me enjoy my downtime. Get out of my face if you know what's good for you. We're done. Now there's one who enjoys their samuta. As for me, capsules keep best out in the field. But if you have wine, easy enough to crack one open. Wine is fine, but the way to truly appreciate the experience is samuta music, eh? Right. Elevating. Atonal rhythms vibrating down your sympathetic nervous system accelerates the samuta, quakes you from sore to never. Wait, how long have we been talking? Really riding the wave. Fellow enthusiast, but who are you to get so chummy with me? Don't remember, if you're nobody, then you're a samuta dream. Kindly float away. What the? Sorry, I don't understand. No, it's not like that. I am on downtime. I can handle this stuff. I'm just following Kazmir's example. Maxim's the biggest Samuta user of all time. He's got the best suppliers. I've seen him take a dose that would put a bull in a coma. We chase our hungers. We emulate the Baron. In his own words, satiation is the virtue of the weak. Yeah? All right then. Is that it? All right then.
Welcome back. If you're eager for work, I have just the thing.
Well played. Such subtlety proves you're ready for more delicate and important tasks.
I agree. You've shown unusual promise. I have one worry. Namely, you still seem a little too friendly with Maxim Casimir over there. I would like to see you rise in the ranks. And there is a solution to this doubt. I want you to blackmail Maxim. Good. Now let's get this Harkonnen off our backs, so we can properly investigate this Skorda mystery. Maxim's Samuta addiction is known. It got out of hand. He got sloppy. That's why he was demoted and sent here. Apparently, his addiction has worsened. I had a tracker put on the person I suspect is his supplier. Go to the last recorded coordinates. Dig up anything that can be used against Maxim.
Here's your contract. Bring me back evidence of Maxim's addiction to Samuta, particularly how it might negatively affect his duties.
Who's that? Reveal yourself. Someone's getting
I thought I might see you soon. I have a special
You did? Amazing. We can find... Nearly. Go to Maxim. Use this information to pressure him to back off the Skorda investigation. Do that, and your place with House Atreides is secure.
You look ready for bigger and better things. What's this? Adorable. But this isn't the leverage you think it is. Among my... You sanctimonious nothing. You... Your initiative is commendable, if clumsy. But my vices are known. You have no power over me. You have nothing. No, you can't do this to me. No. You're a parasite, a tiny thing latched onto something worthwhile. You can't. What do you want? I do believe that I hate you. Very well. I'll give dear Anton a good head start on Skorda. For all the good it will do him. No great sacrifice. When you inevitably betray Anton, pay me a visit. If you're this ruthless, you should be working for us. Your talents are wasted on the Atreides.
I thought I might see you soon. This is wonderful news. You were to be commended. Give me the documents. I'll transmit them to my superior. Very well done. Few things give me pleasure anymore, but I will savor this.
Ah, I saw the look on his face. It was nearly worth what I've endured here. Nearly. Welcome. You've earned a place in the Atreides intelligence operation.
As a reward, here is a token that will grant you access to our vendors. You deserve that and more. Also, you can now align your guild to House Atreides, or join a faction-aligned guild to participate in the Landsrat.
Though I warn you, this level of commitment means any future betrayal comes with heavy repercussions. Welcome aboard.
Excellent timing. I just received intel from an informant of mine in one of the mining camps in Haga Rift. I've been trying to locate a friend. The word is she's been seen around the deserter camps in the Rift. I need you to meet with my informant to confirm. It's not pertinent at this time. Just go speak to my informant. I appreciate it. And watch your back. The deserters aren't known to care whom they cross paths with.
I see someone. I sometimes get killed on. I need backup. I got target.
We meet again. What? That's disturbing. Of course not. Ours is a paranoid field, but I would not do that. If you don't trust my integrity, trust that you are a valuable asset. What happened? Disconcerting. Either my informant was intercepted, or I've been fed false information. Whichever the case, we need to investigate further. Unfortunately, I do. Something more somber, but it needs doing. I need a body and ID tags located to clear a name. We must defend the honor of our brothers and sisters, living and dead. In light of your previous endeavor, I suspect I know whom the tags belong to. At least we can hope to clear his name and death. We meet again. Let me see. They belong to the informant you were sent to meet. This blasted war of skullduggery. Trenton was innocent. Sometimes I wonder if... No, forget it. The war of assassins takes a toll. Something more than blood. Sometimes I think we own... It's best left unsaid. Good work. We've located some of the deserters connected to the ambush. There's a rumored sickness spreading among them. Details are vague, yet frightening. Hope you're not squeamish. I need you to draw blood from the deserters. There should be a console at the camp. Use it to analyze the blood samples.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Someone's here. Who's that?
We meet again. What were the results? That is troubling. There are frightful stories being whispered about. I have my suspicions, but I must not jump to conclusions until we know more. I must know more first. An old friend of mine is mixed up in... She might be in danger. I've been trying to locate her. It's a delicate matter. That's all I can say for now. A gang of Harkonnen deserters are holed up in a testing station. I have reason to believe one of them knows the crash site of a ship called the Catheria. Go to the testing station. Find a report or any other evidence of where the Catheria might have crashed. Find the intel, and I can fill you in more. Do whatever it takes. This...
Welcome, honest guest.
We meet again. Fantastic. Let's see what you found out. Yes, this is it. The Catheria crashed in the Haga Rift. Commendable work. Commendable.
I do. Things are progressing. We've decrypted that spy's report.
We're still sifting through data, but it links the renegade Skorda to someone I know. Flag Officer Katrina Kloros. Katrina was She's the missing friend I mentioned. At this point, I have more questions than answers. And I don't like where any of this is leading. My superiors have been monitoring Katrina, but she won't talk to any Atreides. They want to know more. I want to know more. I need you to talk to her. As someone less official, you might be able to get her to talk. She has to know something that makes this madness make sense. Based on the previous intel you gathered for me, from those Harkonnen deserters, she's near the wreck of the Catheria in the Haga Rift. My superiors didn't seem at all surprised by this revelation. They're holding something back. They've known. I want to say words I should not say. Yes, of course. Will you go find Katrina Kloros?
I eagerly await your report. There's just There's just one more thing. Do whatever it takes to convince Katrina to return to the fold. She was a mentor and a hero of mine. She stands for everything I once believed in. Our path has become so twisted. This war of assassins corrodes our honor and identity. It corrodes me. The Atreides are not the Atreides anymore. I'm at the edge. I need a win. Everything seems to turn out wrong. But we can save her. We can make it right. I have to believe that.
Thank you. It means a great deal to me. And more.
Take it you're not a heat mirage. Who are you? A bit late for that. Even if I wasn't dying, there's no going back now. Anton always was sweet. And naive. I envy that. He won't have it much longer. He was practically a kid when I trained him. An orphan turned soldier. Guess I filled in for something he was missing. May as well ask your questions. Only thing I have left is time. And I don't have much of that. My family's been with the Atreides since time out of mind. Not nobles. Never far up the chain. But our fates have always been tied with that house. The ceremonies fade from memory. The medals have no weight. Maybe Skorda figured that out. Maybe he was never the ally I thought he was. He was my brother in blood. Saved each other's lives more than once. He was always a loose cannon, though. He always had this ability to make you look the other way. Like the time the Duke himself stepped in on his behalf. Or that last favor he asked me. I was commander of the Catheria. Skorda asked me to carry some cargo aboard. No records, no questions. Smuggling, sure, but he said it was important. I agreed that it'd be a kindness not to answer. But it's not far. Just over yonder. But if you're the only one who could have known those particular containers were of any significance. Damn you. Wasn't what it seemed, whatever it was. Every crash survivor who came in contact with it eventually died. And they didn't die well. I held each of them while their bodies liquefied. While they screamed for loved ones not there. I think my body held out so they wouldn't have to die alone. But I'm fading fast. Skorda betrayed me. My house abandoned us. Secrets and secrets. I called and called. When I finally contacted my superiors, they were worried about diseases or contamination, but agreed to send help. No help came. Time passed. A lot of it. I marked it in the deaths of my crew. Finally, call came in. Some woman asked lots of questions about the symptoms. She told me to leave the sick behind. They couldn't risk taking them back. I couldn't do that. When the last of them died, I abandoned the wreck. I don't think there was ever a plan to help us. I think we were just a petri dish to be studied. Poor Anton. He's getting the hint. I could tell. He's just slower to let the ideals go. You tell him I did my duty, as I saw it. You tell him that. Andrea Gannon. That's who I talked to. She spoke of my crew the way scientists talk about lab rats. I wouldn't go back. Even if I wasn't dying.
It seems we both yet live.
Katrina Kloros is dead. Puddle of gore. That's all that's left of her. Word just came in from above. She succumbed to the mysterious malady that's going around. And they knew. My superiors chose to let her rot, to observe her like a specimen, just to collect the data. We could have saved her. Soldier, hero, mentor, she was one of us. She wasn't a lab rat to study. This was not right. This was not honorable.
I don't want your damn report. I don't want this twisted spycraft trade. I don't want this damn war of assassins.
Listen, we left Kaladin as Atreides. I don't know what we are anymore. All I know is that I am done participating in this twisted game. You want to deliver your report? Take it to my direct superior, Andrea Gannon. Tell her I'm done. Congratulations. Your star is rising.
I did not calculate seeing you today. Correct. I am Andrea Gannon, Mentat, in service to Thufir Hawat and House Atreides. I know of you. I have a detailed file of your exploits. Let's see what you have there. Why hasn't Anton Tolliver delivered the reports through the usual channels? I see. I calculated this would happen, though not so soon. Anton Tolliver's dilemma is a microcosm of an internal conflict plaguing House Atreides. This war of assassins comes down to two mathematical truths. One, the Atreides cannot win this war while cleaving to their ideals and honor. Two, while they could shed these illusions, I calculate that victory at the cost of their honor and identity would constitute another form of death. The answer, then, becomes obvious. Insulation. Some of us must do the distasteful deeds of spycraft and intrigue, so that others do not. My cold mind gives me a certain distance. I can do what needs to be done and not lose myself. I calculate you to be much the same. We can insulate House Atreides. We can be the stained gloves protecting the hands of a good doctor. It would be something of a promotion. I can take you deeper into this spycraft playfield, into deeper mysteries. Certainly you must be curious. There is also something of a timely element that forces me to make greater haste and have greater need of your skills. Simone von Koenig, a devious mentat, my counterpart among House Harkonnen. She too is investigating the mysterious death sweeping through Arrakeen. She is spying on me and my assets. She's making risky maneuvers in Arrakeen itself. She could conceivably be behind all of this. It is only a speculated possibility, one of many. She definitely has set her eyes on this strange malady and the events surrounding it. Captain Skorda is clearly involved with the mystery ailment. I've collated the evidence, patterns, and probabilities. They do not add up to a disease. an unknown substance. Something Captain Skorda was involved with. Something contained aboard the Catheria when it crashed. The Sandflies have been operating on the shield wall. Collected intel suggests their involvement with Captain Skorda and the wreck of the Catheria. Among other things, the Sandflies have experienced the same mysterious deaths that we've seen in Arakeen, just prior to our outbreak here. Originally a labor movement, the brutal grip of the Harkonnens transformed them into something that is part bandit band and part rebel movement. Their structure is organized, but highly decentralized, making them difficult to stamp out by any powers that be. I would like you to raid and investigate a Sandflies training camp and bring me any pertinent intel. Alacrity is appreciated.